Happy Saturday, CFS. It's like the week before, so I don't know this for sure, but hopefully me saying this is like, hopefully I'm seeing some of you, in the next week or so. So I don't know that for sure at this point, but I'm hoping that by the time this video comes out that's maybe announced. So fingers crossed. Okay, so our durability is going to be 2 rounds. We have 1 minute of jumping jacks. Then we have 1 minute of prone snow angels, and then we have a 1 minute of prone plank shoulder taps. So jumping jacks, you guys know. Prone snow angels, I'm going to show you in a standing position just because it's going to be hard to see from the ground. So the big thing that we're looking for is shoulder blade retraction. So you'll bring those arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades, hold that squeeze, and then you're going to bring your arms all the way overhead and then back down to your side. I really think my neighbors are judging me. It's fine. Okay, so bring your arms together, hold that squeeze all the way overhead and then back down, right? You're just going to be doing it laying on the ground. So we're going to go down to the floor. All right. So this is your prone position. This is where you're doing the snow angels, okay? Your next movement is those plank shoulder taps. So pressing down into the ground, make sure you actively are pressing into the floor. We can have like a narrow base and a wide base behind us, which will help us from not shifting our hips. So we want to keep our abs super tight, and then we're just going to tap our shoulder. We want to try to do that without rocking our hips back and forth, okay? Ow. All right, guys, so your WOD for today is going to be 2 rounds. It's going to be 50 box jumps, 25 pull-ups. An RX Plus option will be chest to bar pull-ups, and then 10 devil's press, 35 pounds in each hand and 50 pounds in each hand. So box jumps and pull-ups I think are pretty straightforward. We've been doing those. We have done some devil's press, but definitely not with 2 dumbbells that I can recall. So I just want to really go over that. A devil's press is the combination of a weighted burpee, dumbbell burpee, and a dumbbell snatch, double dumbbell snatch. So I'm going to show you this. The reason why I say that is because I want you to think about it as like it's really almost like 3 different movements, okay? So bring it down to the floor so you can really see. So I start in my standing position. I'm going to come down to the ground to my burpee. I want you guys to be just like conscientious of just not letting yourself like completely drop, right, and lose your midline on the way down, because you do have a significant enough amount of weight in each hand, okay? So keep your belly tight on the way down. So I'm going to come down to the floor, push my hips back all the way down so my chest touches, right? So here's the bottom of my burpee. What I like is for people to think about kind of like shooting out of the burpee. So I call it a power burpee, all right? You're gonna come up and shoot your hips forward, okay, and wide, which should give you a little momentum to get the dumbbells off the ground, all right? So I come out of my burpee, we'll call it a power burpee, that's what I like to call it. And that momentum just kind of like helps get the dumbbells up. Then from here, I'm gonna think like push the dumbbells back just a little bit, so load back into my hamstring, and now both arms go overhead into the snatch, okay? So I'll show you from the side, right? So I come down into my burpee, my power burpee. I use my hips to get those dumbbells off the ground, and then I shoot back a little bit into the back of my hamstrings, really use my glutes overhead for the snatch portion, okay? It is extremely important that you guys warm these up properly. So I would be doing some of the power burpees coming off the ground, practicing that. Then from there, I would practice getting into your position, right? And then kind of like rocking backwards, shooting those hips forward. And then from there, we could practice that double dumbbell snatch. Notice how I kind of re-dip under the dumbbells as they come up. I highly recommend that you do that. You don't have to. You could follow them all the way up to the top. But, you know, I don't know why you'd make more work for yourself. The one thing that I want to just make sure that I say as like a don't do, and a lot of times people do this subconsciously when they start getting tired, is they try to just snatch the dumbbells off the ground from the bottom of the burpee, so their back is like super rounded, and they're just trying to like heave them off the ground with whatever they have. Please do not do that. If you find yourself doing that, go to one dumbbell, just do a single, okay? Single devil's press. So what that would look like is like people come out of the burpee, they're here, and then they're just trying to heave them from the ground. Don't do that. Get yourself into a good hinge position, load back, and then do the devil's press, okay? Or the top of the devil's press, I should say. So yeah, that's your week of WODs. I hope you guys had a good week, and like I said, fingers crossed, hopefully we'll be seeing you soon. Have a good day.